issues. When I say a few, I mean a few. Hardware went dead. Everything went wrong. But we're back. We're back.
We're back. But unfortunately, one of the things not back. God, Arrow Jr. has crashed. And just as we start again, there's another accident happening. That is Mark Day tussling with, well, I say that is Corbin Solomon losing the car, coming back on it, just can't. And God, Garrow hit them. And again, more damage. So, God, Garrow was leading the race. And then, unfortunately, he hit the wall. And as he hit the wall, the car just decided it was going to fling over and over. So, this is the third caution after 7 laps. It's pretty quick fire around here. Stevenson leads the way at the moment. As we see others just getting their pass around. I believe that is Garrett getting a pass around. He's going to be 1 lap down. You haven't missed much. Stevenson's in the lead. Swarich has made up 6 places on the way. Halleck has gone down 5 places. Everybody else making moves. The pace car will be going in and is in. Stevenson will lead them. Single file they go. He waits, he waits, he waits. He's going to wait for the opportunity. There he goes. He goes, and he's going to be sending it. We're going to see what Sorich does. Sorich goes a little bit wide. No turn in there. None from Golden. That's going to hold them up as Stevenson continues to push. Swarich is getting hounded right now. A little bit of bumping behind them. Not sure who that was with. That was Barbara on Andrews. And that's a move going a bit too hot is Andrews. He's hit the wall. And Cameron don't get by him. He gets back on this Andrews. And meanwhile, Halleck behind him makes another move. But no, Andrews has spun and causes another caution. He spins the car. As Rob would say, he spun his car at 180 degrees.
And he spun his pizza 180 degrees. There's been an off.
Oh, I've missed that.
Oh, no. It's Solomonson. Oh, he actually left. Did he? Oh, no. Oh, no, he's there. He just blinked.
He towed. So, apologies for the hiccup once again, ladies and gentlemen. Mark Stevenson will lead the way. Swarich will get by. Now, is that Garrett? No, Garrett is still 2 laps down. Getting his quick repair, but unfortunately that puts him, well, so all that work he did, just one false mistake. You remember, we're in a sports complex here. This is an NFL arena. This is the Lucas Oil Stadium. So they put dirt here, right? They put dirt here, turn it into a dirt track for the weekend. For the week, sorry. Live they go once again. Sorry, trying to make a move. He waits for Stevenson. Stevenson's well aware of it, but that going to the first corner is a good one there from Casey. Just going to continue to try going. It's going to be hard, of course, when you see them go sliding in. And oh! Gelder goes in hard. Misses it. Almost goes into the side of Casey. He's going to be going side by side right now. He cannot make it work. Stevenson's going to get held up by Mark Andrews there, the lap car. And Swarich, by the way, is that Swarich or Gelder? Swarich side by side. They do make a touch. There's another car in the way, and there is another caution happening.
Corbin Solomonson is having the tow.
Another one for Solomonson. And
he
comes out of that too. Does the exact same thing as Junior did at the start of the race. And that's him done.
He just grazed the wall and then,
And you know what? He was already out as well. He already had a crash before. So, it's a war of attrition right now. 11 cars on the lead lap. Stevenson, Sorich, Gelder, Cardamone, Barber, it's your top 5. Stevenson, by the way, really taking the charge in this race so far. So it'll be interesting to see how he continues. He's got some great starts. What can he do this time? I wonder.
I look at the pace truck and I just start laughing because the pace truck is so tiny compared to the rest of them. And the pecking order. Oh, what's going on with the pecking order? There we go. Gotcha. And Mark Stevens is going off again. He just went off like a bullet. You can see the surface now. Oh, he's actually lost the inside to Casey Sowetch. And he lost the inside in actually a pretty big way. The string got a puncture, Mother Goat. to give a description, the graphics card died.
Oh,
I lost everything.
They keep touching. They're going side by side. They touch again. And Stevenson gets that back. But there's another caution. And the crucial thing is, as we see Solomonson, who had the lead as they crossed the line, Stevenson did not have the lead as the caution flag came out. And that is crucial.
Caution, the yellow flag's out. They want you in single file.
So, let's just quickly go over these drivers. Casey Sarich, racing for bestfriends.org. Mark Stevenson, I did have it, I must apologize. I had it and I've lost it. Canadian Civil Liberties Association. And we got to talk about the man just at the back there, Matt Gelder. The Cure, LGMD2L Foundation. Those three cars are the key three at the moment, looking for where they can. But for the first time since really the first caution, we have a new leader that will lead the charge, Casey Sarich.
Casey Sarich up ahead, and you can just see. Let's get a look on these two. They really are trying to go at it, and they're going to be going at it again. Almost no breaks here on the oval in the Chili Bowl. You need to be absolutely on the ball when you need to, you know. Oh, crikey, on the ball is what? Casey. I think he was just too much on the ball, and he's too much on the curb, and he's been hit by two people. That is Gelder and Cardamone. Matt Gelder on the 69 car, and he's done it again. He keeps hopping the dirt separator curb, really.
Oh, but here's Stevenson. Stevenson with a better line into that corner, and Gelder is wide and a little bit touching, but Stevenson retakes the lead. What can Sarich do? He goes a little bit too wide and loses a lot of momentum. Cardamone is going to be starting to catch him, but not anymore. Still, Stevenson, Gelder, Sarich, 23 laps down now. They continue to slide on. Continue. Sarich is trying to find a way through Gelder. He cannot find it. Tries to go into the inside. Can't find it. Stevenson continues. And as those two are battling, you really got to feel as the caution comes out that these two behind were battling. And unfortunately, no battles. I think that was Mark Andrews who lost it. I'm not sure. No, he just came out the pit.
It's tricky. Because these little things, like, I love them because it's just a noise to make and just a little nice burr. But at the very same time, goodness grief. How are you going to keep focus on them? Like, they get up to speed so quickly. We've seen that multiple times now where they just get up to speed, like, instantly. And they just go off like a bullet every time.
It's just incredible to see the speeds that these guys are going. And just one wrong move and this car flips, and you've got to be prepared. We're now at the halfway stage, lap 25. Well, we've got one more lap to the halfway. Lap 25 of 50. The pace truck will be coming in this time around for Stevenson. Gelder's in P2. Very crucial there because Casey Sarich wants to get that position. And look at Stevenson go. He's gone. He's gone off before anybody, and Sarich gets that move done with no issues. And now he wants to try and catch on.
Casey Sarich is blinked. What's going on?
Oh no. Sarich, do not tell me. He's back. But the problem is that going to be a black flag for we're going to have to keep an eye on that. Sarich continues to catch on. Stevenson is listed in P2. Some more moves happening down the field. We can see it. We will. Stevenson goes wide. Sarich is going to take the inside, and he does.
Oh, there's been a collision between Sherburne and Jason McSparron as they come up and
caution. And that brings the caution.
Oh, we've got a car beached. That is Cardamone. What happened here?
Looks like he gets tapped from the 69 of Gelder. Spins around. He is facing the wrong way. And yeah, he's just there. Nowhere to go. And unfortunately, he's forced to tow.
Oh! And into the gravel he goes. And he's stuck there. He can't actually move.
No. Nowhere to go there. tough one. It is a tough one because of just the way it is.
I mean, is there much you can really do other than just hope?
Tow.
Yeah, and tow.
So all you can do really is tow. Right.
Back they go again. Oh no, sorry. I was gonna say Jeff Cardamon's gonna lead him off, but no, it's gonna be Casey Sawich and almost getting into the front end of Mark Stevenson as they come around 3 and 4. Like I keep, you know, in my head, I'm thinking to myself, oh, we've got a car off. That is Greg McEnany. Oh my goodness, he's buried it quite substantially, actually.
And there's no caution. No caution. 31 laps down. We're now down to 8 cars on this lead lap. Sawich is starting to pull away from Stevenson. He is starting to pull, and this track is starting to get slick. You can see the patches that they have been on. They're taking the middle line, and you can see that Casey's capitalizing on this. He's starting to go high. He's starting to use what he's got, and Stevenson is struggling. Sawich has this. I mean, unless there's a caution, I think he might be in control. Continues to go. Just look at it. They're catching lap traffic right now, and that is going to be... I don't want to be horrible. That's going to be the hardest thing to do. As the car crashed in front of Sawich. Gets safe. That's Matt Andrews who had an incident there.
And that's a caution.
Sawich almost collected him. Almost collected him.
Tear off used on Mark Stevenson's car as he's going around now, catching up to the pace car. He's in second position with Casey Sawich right in front of him. I think some people are getting waiver rounds as far as I'm aware. Or did they do waiver rounds on the dirt oval?
No.
Also, I would like to point out that the car 65 of Casey Sawich, he's got the best, and hands down the best overall
race
colors. Yeah, exactly.
Took your time to notice.
No, I did notice. I just wanted the cap to be able to say.
Fair game. 34 is going to be 30, lap 35 when they cross the line. We'll wait to see. The pace truck goes in. Sawich, this track is looking really slippery right now. They've got to try and find the line. They've got to try and find a bit of dry grass. Dry dirt. Sawich. He's gone too high. He's gone high. He's collected Stevenson. He'll be back in it, trying to go side by side with Gelder. They touch. They continue to touch. Stevenson continues to pull away. And this is the side, and they don't touch it.
It's a big one. It's a very big one. And the caution back out again. Oh!
Gotta look at that. I'm thinking it might just be the slick dirt just catching Sawich off, but also at the same time, Gelder with a little bit of a sharp line. And yeah, not sure what else they could have done there, but Sawich does get his P2. Not in the way he would want, as unfortunately that puts Barber in 3, Halleck into 4. That was not the way he was hoping, but now Sawich has to make amends to that start. Was looking for the clean dirt on that restart. Could not find it. In fact, he found it so much, he also found the dirt on the barriers. Lap 37 coming into lap 38.
It's at lap 30. Yeah, we're currently on lap 35 onto 36. I think anyway.
Yes, we'll see. What will Stevenson do? He guns it early again. Sawich wants to get that lead back. It's been a great back and forth battle between these two, and Barber is now into the mix. Can Sawich find the line he needs to? He's struggling, and Barber's now trying to catch up. He found a nice little groove coming through the corners. And again, Stevenson's lost it. He did not get a good exit there. And this puts Sawich on the inside. Into the inside. They touch. They keep alive. But in the background, that looks like that Barber's gone off. Barber has gone off. And Halleck has taken P3. And now the caution comes out. And those two, Halleck and Barber, got together on that last lap.
Just a replay of what happened here while they're going for a caution. Went too far. He overcooked it. And then there was Gargaro ready to collect him, essentially, because he's nowhere else to go. These cars, while they are good on dirt, at the very same time, they're not.
It's so slippery out there right now. So slippery out there right now. And you can see, like I said, Sarich was trying to find the line. But in trying to find the line, he was losing time to Stevenson. He's just got to drive what he's used to. I think that is his best option right now. Because there's only going to be 10, 11 laps by the time they go green. He has to find just a way to get around this slippery surface right now. The low line and the high line, pretty clean. That high line is starting to get a bit slippery. That low line is not very good for racing. We'll see what Stevenson does when he decides to gun it this time. He waits, he comes around 4. Still, now he goes. Good start. What can Sarich do with these last 11 laps with Gargaro behind them? Just trying to unlap himself. And he touches into Sarich there. As Stowich tries to take the inside. He is trying to look for that inside line as Stowich, but Stevenson holds it off. Not that time. Stowich made it work. But now he's gone too high. And now he's going to go outside again. Stevenson will retake the lead. We're into lap 43. They do it again. They touch again. And Stowich trying to find the right move. Trying to find the right line. He can't. He's now losing time to Stevenson. And now losing more time to Stevenson. Stevenson's now got almost a second lead on Stowich. They continue. Lap 44. And slowly, Stowich is now resetting himself and he blinks again. We have no idea where he's gone. We'll keep an eye on Stevenson. There he is. He's 0.8, 0.9 a second down. He's losing time. And in fact, he's lost it. There's no momentum on that car. Stevenson is now 2.5 seconds ahead. The only car that's going to be fighting him is a lap car. Stevenson, lap 45, continues to go around. He might have this in the bag, Rob.
Will he have it in the bag? Will he have it in his pocket? I mean, he is. I mean,
no! Stowich has been spun. Stowich has been spun.
Oh, yellow caution.
Now, what happened there? It looked like he just, he was faster, and that was Gargaro just not having the speed. Stowich has gone all the way down the field. Where is
the
it?
car
Stevenson
stuck.
leads.
Sherburne is stuck. This is really starting to. The pecking order has been upset so many times. We were expecting Gargaro to put in a good show. He's down in 9th. He's doing well after having his collision, but we did miss it. So
these will be the final laps, by the way. It'll be interesting to see what happens. McSparren is now the man in P2. As Stevenson will lead them off. He's got Gargaro with him as he now goes down the order as per tradition. But now he goes. He is waiting.
Up on the inside.
He's got 5 laps. And goes. And goes. His only challenge right now is McSparren. McSparren gets a really good launch off there, but it's not good. The exit for McStevenson is good enough. They continue to go around.
Oh, that is Sawatch charging up on the inside. Does he make it?
Is he going to make that move? No, he can't. He can't make that move. Continues to try hard, trying to find it. But the more this track gives, the more you've got to take. And he is struggling right now to just find that grip. And in fact, McStevenson's struggling. McSparren is now starting to get away. We've got a caution. A caution. Now, I'm not sure if that means that's the end or not. I'm not sure how this works. We'll wait and see.
Just a replay.
I don't think they do overtime.
The loaches. Ooh. Not what you want to see.
I just saw the truck do something weird.
What?
Just fly off. We're gonna have to like save that as a replay.
I mean, to be fair,
pace car doing weird things. Pace car doing weird things.
They're waiting for the pace car right now. I think that's it. I think that's going to be it for them. I guess they're done. I don't know if do they not follow the green white checkered?
That's only oval. It's only NASCAR. We'll wait and see as they continue. Yeah, I think they actually have gone on overtime. Let's just watch this to the end. The pace car comes in. It is going to be overtime. Stevenson, McSparrow, Sawich. This will probably finish it off. We'll wait to see, and he holds them, and McStevenson goes. McStevenson goes battling with McSparrow. Sawich trying to get there. He's not going to get it, and that's Halleck trying to make a move, but he could not do it. And into the background, Gelbert makes it onto Harrick as they go through. They will come across the line. McStevenson, McSparrow, Sawich, Gelder. Can anybody just upset the apple cart one more time? Coming around the corners.
No,
they can't.
No, they've already crossed the line. They crossed the line back there, and that's a car on its roof. Oh, so you're a race winner. You're a race winner.
It's Mark Stevenson. Yeah. Mark Stevenson will take the victory. And Mark Stevenson, racing for the Canadian Civil Liberties Association, will take the victory in the Chili Bowl with McSparrow. Jason McSparrow, we haven't never mentioned him. He had a bit of luck at the end, but he still managed to get a P2. Racing for fishing with vets, and then Casey Sawich as well. He finishes in P3 with bestfriends.org. Matt Gelder was 4th. Brian Halleck was 5. Gavin Barber was 6th. Robert DeLoach was 7th. That was the only cars left on the lead lap. Gargaro Jr. was 2 laps down. Day was 4 laps down, as was Sherburne. Greg McKerney was 5 laps down. Corbin Solomonson was 8 laps down. Cardamone was 20 laps down. Andrews, 23. And Robert Covey, 44.
So, that is it for the boys with the Chili Bowl toys. What was your favorite race, Craig, out of the 3 of them?
Ooh. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. I gotta give it to the oval. Really good oval, but that Bathurst race had a lot of, not just the crashes, had a lot of good overtakes. I think I would give it for the Bathurst, just for the literal respect that the drivers had for each.
I would have probably said the same thing, yeah. The dirt oval, it was so cute, but there were a lot of there's not a lot of wiggle room that you can have with these cars. Otherwise,
no. Well, let's bring in a man that brought it in. So we talked about him. We only talked about it at the end of the race, just with the way the cookie crumbles. But Jason McSparrow takes a P2. Congratulations for I'd say surviving, but that was a good drive, and you almost had it at the end there, Jason. But it's unlucky, but a good drive to get P2.
Can you hear us, Jason?
Yes, are you guys there?
Yeah, we are here. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. My hands are still shaking. I can't believe I made it from almost the back of the field up to second, and was able to give Mark a pretty good run the last couple of laps. You just had to wait till you could get out in the open and away from some of the traffic to get the car to work.
Yeah, talk about the traffic, because it was a lot of there was a lot of accidents, a lot of people. The banging's usual there for the midgets, but a lot of cars flipping over. So talk about the survival aspect, really, because especially going from 13th to 2nd, you had to have a little bit of luck, but it was a lot of avoidance for you.
Yeah, I was really lucky in that race. That was I managed to avoid a lot of the wrecks. I gotten bumped a couple of times and was afraid the front end got knocked out, but towards the end there, once I worked my way up to the 5th or 6th and the track started to open up, you could finally get a feel for how the car was going to turn in the slick. The track just slicked off so much. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, the slick was something I was talking about earlier, because it's such a challenge to work the slick. So you were saying you were finding it easy through the later stages of the race? Because I know some of the guys at the front, including Casey, I think they were struggling. Yeah,
the struggle was just throttle control once it started to slick off. Early, when there was a lot of traction, it was hard to get the car to turn because you had to be in the gas so much. But then when you slicked off, I was probably half to 3/4 throttle the last 7-8 laps of the race when I got up into the top 5, and I just wish Mark and I could have had a few more laps to run without the cautions. But racing here, the cautions are going to happen.
We do actually have Mark Stevenson here, so and we also have Matt Gelder. So the three of you, well done on your very well done racing on not only the dirt road, the ovals, and the Bathurst. Well, laps of praying. What did you guys feel?
The survival.
Yeah,
So we'll start with Mark.
The survival circus.
Mark the overall. Mark with the victory as well, especially with how it went with Bathurst as well. You must be quite happy to get away with that with a victory, especially after. Well, the oval didn't go your way originally, Mark, losing out to David, but you were able to just stay in the front and manage to get yourself in prime position for that final race at the Chili Bowl. So congratulations. And how you feeling? Because that wasn't exactly easy at the end. There was a lot of battling between you and Casey before he had an unfortunate accident.
Yeah, Casey and I had a battle earlier on in the year, also in a dirt car. So I knew he'd be up front. And you say the oval didn't go my way, but I started in 15th and landed in 2nd. I'm pretty happy with that. The Bathurst drive was just, I hate the cutting. I hate that corner. If you get it just slightly offline, things happen, and unfortunately it happened on like the second last lap. But I was going into this aiming for a win at the end, and that's what I got. So I'm happy.
I'm actually pretty happy. I didn't have the greatest second half of the season, but congrats to Mark on winning the Sportsman Championship. We'll be sad to see him go to pro, but this was a good redemption drive. I'm really stoked that I got locked in for the first 4 races of next year so that I can breathe a little bit. But no, this was fun. The Dirt Midgets was interesting. I never had even run the Dirt Midget. I had run Chili Bowl in a Legend, but never in a Dirt Midget. But once that got used to the car, it was pretty fun.
It's the only car that'll wheelie for you. Like, it's crazy. It's absolutely nuts.
So there's one thing, Matt, there. You were saying you've driven the Legend around here. So I know they're 2 different cars. They're 2 different power units. They're 2 different ways of turning, especially with the weight. Do what you used in the late models, do those skills around here transfer with the Dirt Midgets?
I would say yes and no. Late models, it's a lot of finesse, and you can transfer that to the Dirt Midgets because it's all finesse in the throttle. The way the setup was done for us, it had a lot of stagger in it, so we had to be in the throttle constantly. And once it slicked up, once we actually had a slick up groove, I could stay in the throttle and actually kind of keep it where I wanted it to go. But once it was when it was tacky at the beginning, it was impossible to drive.
Yeah, if you get off the gas, it doesn't turn. Just does not turn.
Yeah, no, I gotta be honest. Before tonight, I thought I'd give myself a go around the Chili Bowl, and I got about 2 laps in and thought, good luck. Not my forte. I'll stick to the oval and some road racing. The oval was, like I said, the oval was an interesting race, especially unfortunately for David being unlucky after dominating the Super Late. But all 3 of you really had a pretty peaceful late model race. That's one we haven't talked about per se. Mark had a decent run up the field. Matt was battling, but. Jason, I'll go back to you. The oval race was a bit of a just hope you were there really at the end of it, because like you said, you just got in at 13th.
Yeah, I was back to 17th, 18th at one point, and ended up getting bumped and managed to work my way up into 13th and just held on at the end. You're in the traffic, and if somebody gets below you in that oval race and you have to go the high line, everybody goes by. You just can't. You got to find a spot to get back down in the bottom groove there.
Yeah, no, the inside is always, I was saying as well, inside is where you want to be. That outside is horrible. I think a couple of you, I think Matt as well got held up. Gargaro was playing the game right with the lead car, and I think if you were P2 on a restart, you were just getting struggled, and I think you had an issue with that as well. Not an issue, I think you got caught out by that once or twice, Matt.
Yeah. The couple of restarts there when I was P2, it's like, okay, what do I need to do? Do I need to jump the start, or do I need to figure out if I can get a gap? And it was most of the time you'll never get a gap. You kind of have to force your way in. But that last restart, when I was on the ice, slept. He took off, and I had nowhere to go. And Mark and Brian got around me, and I'm like, all right, I'm just going to stay here because I can't do anything, so I'll just hang out for it.
You started fourth and you finished fourth as well in the Chili Bowl, so...
Consistency, that is the main thing. No, I want to interject, actually, because Craig is our oval guy. I'm the road guy. And I want to get your guys' opinion on the big, fearsome mountain of Mount Panorama. What did you guys think of that race?
It was much easier than Bathurst earlier this year when we did it in the supercars. I can't believe those are even allowed on a racetrack, to be honest. They're brutal to drive. So then when you get into a GT3 car, it's just like child's play going around there. I say that spinning on the last lap, but it's a different beast. It's a different mountain.
Quite
supercars versus the GT3s, it's a different thing completely.
And did you what was going through your mind when you had that incident on in your little Ferrari? It's like, oh no, I've
not something that I can repeat on the broadcast.
No.
Yeah, I was pissed, but at the same time, I was just like, oh god, I hope that I don't somehow get dumped out of the top 25, because that would have really sucked. But it was just such a rookie mistake. It was the second last lap. I don't know. I was just angry at myself. It was like such an unforced error.
I didn't know what happened. I knew you were up there, and I'm like, we got into the late model race. I'm like, why isn't Mark starting up here? And then you were in the back, and I went, oh, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't fun. But
I had no idea what happened. I was just like, okay, I finished. I'm going to move on. Sweet. And then I was like, where's Mark?
Yeah, no, it did make the late model race more enjoyable because I had to battle my way through. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'd like to congratulate Mark and Matt. That was a fun Chili Bowl race. And I had Mark come out of the pits just in front of me at Bathurst towards the end of the race. And it was fun trying to catch him, but the guy can drive a car, that's for sure.
Thanks. And I don't know where the hell you came from during the Chili Bowl, but well done, Jason. You kind of appeared out of nowhere. Well done. That track is not easy to drive.
Yeah, I managed to avoid all of the little skirmishes and bumps, and I think Matt bumped into me once or twice. I might have come down on him and bumped his nose a couple times, but yeah, during the Bathurst race, I got into a scuffle on the first lap going down the front straight and got a ways back, but that track was a whole lot easier to drive than in the supercars, that's for sure, Mark.
Yeah, it's Matt and Jason and I may as well just interview each other here, guys.
Well, I did want to say as well, because of course one of the things, as well as the rights of locking yourself in for the first 4 races, and of course going up to the pro, you get your charity on one of the races next year. So of course, Jason, Fishing with Vets, Mark, Canadian Civil Liberties, and Matt, I hope I get this right, the Cure LG MD2L Foundation. So that's going to be good for you guys. I gotta be honest, I can understand what Fishing with Vets is all about. Mark and Matt, I just quickly go, well, actually all 3 of you, just go over what those charities do and what they mean to you. So I think we'll start with Jason.
Fishing with Vets is a organization out of down by Minneapolis, in this Minneapolis-St. Paul area, that they take veterans and active duty service members on fishing trip weekends, and they have everything is provided for them: hotel rooms, meals. They get a guided fishing trip All they basically have to do is show up, and as a service member myself, still serving, it's fun to see the smiles on the guys' face when they get to go on these trips. It's just a amazing way to thank the veterans for what they've done.
And Matt, the Cure LGMD 2L Foundation or 2I Foundation.
Yeah, the Cure LGMD2I. It's limb girdle muscular dystrophy type 2I. It's a very rare disease. There is no cure for it. They are doing a bunch of research. We actually have one driver on UDocs that actually has it. So we support this foundation wholeheartedly, and we hope we provide as much information. We try to raise some money to give to them every year. So this one strikes home. They're based out of Lancaster, Pennsylvania, which is not too far from where I used to live on the east side. Yeah, this one's a little personal. So this one we rock it all year on the car, and we try to help them out as much as possible.
That sounds amazing. And Mark, finally, the Canadian Civil Liberties Association for yourself, as of course you are the winner. So that definitely is there.
So everybody knows what the ACLU is. Basically, the CCLA is the Canadian equivalent to that. They fight on behalf of everybody to protect their civil liberties, as written in our version of a constitution, which would be our Charter of Rights and Freedoms, and basically just fight so everybody can be treated equally. I think that's very, very important, especially in this day and age.
I think that. Yeah, I think that's a nice way to just finish that little section there. I don't know if you've got anything to add, Rob.
I actually do. Coming back to next year, not so much on the charity aspect, more so just on in general. What are your aims for next year now that you guys will be, or Mark specifically will be ponying up to the professional side of things? What's your plans? Just to stick with it, or try and or will you even go even further than that and try and push your way as far as you can?
So this year has been really interesting, and I know you guys are new to majors as a broadcaster, so you don't know a lot of the history of majors, but we were a new team this year. Forge was just a collection of strangers at the beginning of the year, except for Brian and his brother Adam, who runs in pro, and we've kind of become this like 5-time-a-week family. We're always on and practicing together, and my goal as a team owner is to grow that and bring new people in, and make sure that we win the Sportsman Championship again next year, and hopefully put together a strong enough slate to possibly take a pro championship next year as well. But we also have some other plans to run official series together, so we're not limiting ourselves just to the majors for next year. We all want to run different series. Even Nick, who wasn't in the running tonight, he wants to do like Pro 2 and Pro 4. So we're going to support our members as much as possible. And for me personally, I'm just going to try to run as hard as I can in pro, and maybe pick up a series or two on the side on the official side.
That is a very laudable sort of way to look at it, because it's you're at least honing in the fact that you've got victory now and you just want to continue pushing it forward. Are you expecting stiff competition next year once you do pony up to pro?
Yeah, if I win a race, it'll be a friggin' miracle. It's a very different animal over there with I think Christian will be running again next year, and Christian is a friggin' alien. So the only way that I'm going to win is if I really up my game and probably for him to wreck out. The guy is just he's a different bar. So to fight with him is going to be interesting. Andrew Waring also is crazy quick. There's a lot of guys there that are just stupid fast. I was happy with my finish the end of the year at California being in the top 10, so that made me feel good. But at the same time, like, if I can get in the top 10 in pro, I'll be very, very, very happy this year.
Perfect. Anything else, guys, from any of you? Any shoutouts or anything to such like?
I'd like to thank Avatar Auto Racing for supporting me through the year. We are kind of working together with Howler Racing, and that's who I'm going to be running with in 2021 is Howler Racing. And thank Robert Covey and Shane Bowden for all of the help this last year. It was a lot of fun, and we'll be hopefully making a little bit of money for Fishing for Vets when their charity day is this year.
Mark?
I just want to thank the guys. It's been an incredible year. I've made some fantastic friends over the run of the year and some great adversaries. Daniel Johnson, who wasn't running tonight, he and I were neck and neck all season. That was fantastic. And I gotta thank Matt for at least one of my wins. You guys probably weren't listening to the radio during the super late model race, but there was a time when I was riding behind Matt and I came close, but I didn't touch him because I kind of owe him one. So thanks, Matt, for the assist at Daytona. And it's just been a wild ride. Like, it's just been an incredible year. And to cap it off this way is exactly how I wanted to do it. So thank you very much to you guys for broadcasting us too. The quality of the stream was amazing, like way better than we've had all year. So thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Apart from the hardware issue, I will say that was on us. But you can never go too far with it. But at least
the commentary has been fantastic.
You're very welcome. Thank you. And finally, Matt Gelder, sorry, I just wanted to say, by the way, Matt, I think I said Matt Gelder or something like that. I think I've done about 4 or 5 names that race where I've given them a French pronunciation.
He's got this bad habit of trying to make things sound French. I don't know why.
Honestly, that's probably the closest anybody has ever been on the first try.
Really?
It's Gelder, but yeah, close enough. I'll give it to you.
Yeah, I did it.
It's actually Dutch is where it came from.
Oh, yeah.
Don't get any ideas, Rob.
Here it comes. Yes, Mark actually does owe me a win, whether he likes it or not. I pushed him to victory at our Daytona 500 this past season. So, yeah, thanks, Mark. Oh, you're supposed to blow over one of those races. But no, everybody at Unorthodox Motorsports, the crew has been wonderful, even though at the end of the year we had a split, so some of the guys have left and formed their own team. We do wish them well. We wish them luck in 2021. Everybody that's still at Unorthodox, everybody's great. We are looking forward to 2021. Personally, for me, nothing than a top 5 in points will satisfy. I've come so close over so many years that something either happens at the end, or I have bad races, or something that I don't make a race. But yeah, top 5 is the goal. I don't know if I can pull off performances like Mark can, or could, or can. Technically, you still can, so I don't know if I can pull those performances off, but I will sure the hell try.
Well, it's been great fighting with you there, Matt, and you as well, Jason. The Sportsman series is I think is in good hands without me there, and I think the level of competition with the plans that the majors has for that series is going to be much better than it was even this year. So good luck to you, Matt, and good luck to you, Jason, and maybe we'll see each other on the track again soon. Well, we will if you're running MTech.
And can't forget Robert and Craig. Thank you for stepping on board for the broadcast, the Sportsman Splits. You guys have been amazing so far. Looking forward to even more. Maybe we'll have to talk to Mike, since I am one of the guys that runs the podcast for the majors. We'll have to get a bunch of you guys on and kind of do like a podcast together.
Oh, that would be absolutely. If I'm allowed to say this, boggers. We would love to do it. Yeah, we'd be down to do a podcast. I mean, this for myself and Craig. I know I can speak for the both of us. We just sing from the same hymn sheet constantly, and like we always interrupt each other because we're always thinking in sync. Yeah, we would love to do a podcast.
Yep. See, he does know what I'm saying.
I was gonna say, are you two married or what's going on here?
No.
No offense. No. I don't mean offense to that, but it's just like.
Well, you're speaking to an Englishman and an Irishman. We're just too in sync because we just
should be getting along.
we just live quite close to each other.
I was gonna say you pretty much your neighbors technically. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Just look what happened in '94 when England went to play soccer against Ireland. That's all you need to know.
What's soccer?
I've heard that story before. Oh, here it comes.
Yeah,
all right,
exactly.
ban him.
What's soccer?
Well, one thing I will say to all three of you, by the way, congratulations on Iron Men, by the way. I did realise that. Congratulations on that for all three of you. One thing I've got to get out there. Three of you were Iron Men, I believe, so that's another congratulations. I think, Rob, I think that's it, Rob.
That's it for this year. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good.
We'll get that sorted.
Yeah.
But I
Sounds
can
like
still
guys,
chill.
it sounds like you guys are like disappointingly shutting down the bar for the night.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, you just look at that replay. Your truck is doing that. Your truck did what I said. Your truck on that replay, Rob. The truck did what I was talking about. Did you not see it?
Oh yeah, where it went crazy and was bouncing all over the place. Yeah, it was weird.
Did you not
I was
see
like, there goes the truck.
Yeah, it went off track a few times too. Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
I must go now. My people need me.
Yeah, this is definitely normal. Yeah, exactly. This is what I feel like I should. Hang on, I need to take a picture of this.
I have saved it and I'm sending it to iRacing.
iRacing,
Definitely.
This should be in the not top 10.
That it should be.
Phantom pace car. Just a phantom pace car.
iRacing. I'm not sure if this is meant to happen, but your truck got air.
Your truck decided it had enough. And then
it reappears out of nowhere. Where did it reappear? There it is.
Just yeeted itself right out of the track.
It did.
Anyway.
Well, Rob, shall I do what I always do?
Indeed.
Here we go. Deep breaths, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, thank you for tuning into Raidillon TV. The only corner you need. If you like what you see, hit the thumbs up and the subscribe button. A little bit of hiccups tonight, but we will get it going. Underneath our video is the link to our Discord and, of course, the cameras, which provided by trackcams22.com. Once again, any pennies, dollars, cents, pesetos, euros, etc., that you have, anything will do if you do feel generous to donate towards us. We will be back next week, of course, as 2021 Season 1 starts. Friday night, European Sprint Series. Sunday night, Huskenveld GT Challenge. And Wednesday night, of course, the RSR World Series and World Series America, not World Series America, RSR America Series. Until then, though, I'm going to put my feet up, have some rest, have some drinks, and remember that we're not doing anything tomorrow night. But until then, I've been Craig.
I've been Rob.
And this is Raidillon TV, the only corner you need. Good evening.